And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, These things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you, and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to do.
There's a philosophy that says 85% of the people on the planet are followers. 10% of the people on the planet are creators or leaders, and 5% of the people are observers. So when you got 85% of the people who are willing to follow, the 10% who are able to create something are going to capitalize off of that, and the 5% are usually the ones who are assassinated or shunned or discredited because they can see everything that's going on. And they would ruin it all for the 10%. So the reason why it's so easy to do that is because people are willing to be.
Yeah. There is a small percentage of people who know God. And when they know God, they have a duty. And that duty is to teach what you know to those who do not know. Then those of us who are in pursuit of that duty have 10%, the rich, the bloodsuckers of the poor, the slave makers of the poor. They hate the 5%. They have control over 85%. So they turn the 85% against the righteous teacher. This is how they've been able to kill the prophets, kill their communities, because the leaders who are the bloodsuckers of the poor have control over the minds of the masses, and they feed the masses more lies about a righteous teacher, so that the righteous teacher will be persecuted by the 10%, not helped by the 85%, so that they can kill the righteous teacher. But a new thing is happening.
Shalom to the house of Israel. Shalom to the Bayafa, Yashara Allah. Shalom to the, to the Bayafa Dawada. All right. Shalom to the Ahayama. Shalom to the Ahawafayama. All right. We're gonna learn, man. We rehearse it. When you rehearse, you don't get it right when you rehearsed. And it's like, it's like a school. Those who rehearse and a bit better than the one that usually get the prizes and things like that. So that's what we're trying to do, That's what we're trying to do. But yeah, we're back again, in the valley, in the Croydini. It was I forgot the name of the flower again, man. The crocus. Crocus is some sort of flower. It's like crocus is like a flower. Yeah, some sort of ancient type of language. Like, most of them were Latin, and then the English took over, but most of them were Latin before. And then you go to German as well. I think it was German. I'll check it out. Yeah, I think they all come from that, innit? They all come from that. But England has a lot of evil in them as well, Yeah, but it's not people, innit? And people, the pagan one that created it. Esau didn't create no English, Esau took our language. But we're the one that created in Europe. Yes, they had like, Esau was around in Europe for a long time. Japheth was around for a long time, And then you have like the wise man Now the white man, which are called the Neanderthal, I don't know if they were the equal people of the earth, of this realm. You know, because when the war came, a lot of people, they saw the white man. But even before the whole thing about the Moor coming in the 700 AD, no. We had that people were there long time ago, bro. They were here way before 700 AD. You know what I'm saying? The Galatian, which today are the French people, all right? The Galatian are the French people. When you back up Galatian, it goes back to the Gaul people, the Gaelic, all of that. And French people I know are the Gaulois. You know what I mean? So obviously they spread around. But yeah, so all those people were Jakes, man. Obviously, at that point, Esau is around, but Esau is just a peasant. So when Jake was ruling, most of the peasants are who? The Edomite. And what happened is that, you know, when, you know, the peasant couldn't pay the taxes, you know, to our people, what they used to do, they used to give, you know, 100, sometimes 1,000 of the Edomite girls to them as a compensation. So if you can't give us the money to pay the tax, we'll give them. If you can't give us your woman. But what happened? That's how we fell, because what happened is that the same scenario with King Solomon happened, manifested again. How people we had Aram. You know how they call the Arams, which is like you can have a house full of women. We had it here. And that's the Edomite. And by doing that, and that's how they got into a power, because they're mixed with us, all right, by way of, you know, because their children would be like someone like, what's his name, William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror is known as a bastard child, you know, and a bastard child is, for the most part, those so-called mixed-race children that Jake will have with Esau, but because they couldn't be, because they were having them on the low, they didn't respect them, they didn't make them heirs.
For the most.
Yeah, you know how people, when they used to have sex with those Edomites and have sex with the babies, they used to tell them bastard because they didn't give them the proper, they didn't register them basically.
I remember you telling me years ago.
Yeah, but some of them were registered. But some of them, what happened is that the hatred that they have for the father was given by the mother.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the mother, and then these are the one that, because William the Conqueror.
In the air, innit?
Yeah,
I
William
was
Conqueror.
to the state too.
Yeah, William Conqueror came in England because to him there was a land that was supposed to be. He said that he had part of the land in this country, so he came and took it. Since my people don't want to give it to me, I will come and take it. And a lot of these bastards, they became strong men. Yeah, but after all the check, they became strong men. But what happened that when they became strong, they decided to take their own people, their own fathers, family and lineage, you know, out. They'll now usher in the mother side, the mothers, uncles. It makes sense, isn't it? And that's how the Renaissance now takes place.
It's like the Edomite side.
Right, exactly. It happens. Yeah, because when most of the time when a mixed guy, he loves more the light skin, the fair, and something like that. Edomite. That's because of his mom. Like me, when I was growing up, I used to love the light skinned women. You know, because my mom is light skinned. You know what I'm saying? You go after, you know, your mom preferences and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it was, man. So if to me it makes sense, but if you understand. But yeah, we're gonna turn to the east, man, before we carry on, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Allah,
Allah.
Yahawaha, Bashama,
Shama.
Ya Sha'ai,
Sha'ai.
Raka Athar.
Afar.
Yeah.
All right, then. So today we're gonna speak about
Part two.
No, what part two?
Part two of the what was it? Reincarnation.
We did that, man. That's what we did the last time we were here.
Part one.
No, that's what we did last time we were here, man. Come on.
Part one, I swear.
No, the part one
It
was
wasn't
with,
part two because-
the part one was when that guy, what's his name?
Kai.
Not Kai. What's his name? Abdul was here.
Oh, the Malik.
Remember?
Yeah.
We were doing the part one, the first part of the reincarnation, when Abdul pulled up. And I said, okay, since you're here, because the thing about Abdul is that for a long time I was supposed to give him a little spanking. But every time, the last time I saw him, I was my children was with me. I was taking them. They was going back in it. So we went to the train station. I saw him. I said, look, I'm my children. I don't have time, but I will spank you. Don't worry. I said, because you're my brother, I don't want to spank you, but if you carry on like that, I'll spank you. So when he came, I was like, okay, today is the day to spank him, so we can put that to rest, innit? But we were doing that. We were doing the reincarnation before. So now we came back after Abdul, and we did the second part of the reincarnation. Remember? Right. So today we're going to speak about the elephant in the room, man, which is brotherly love, bro. You know, and when you go, I want you to go into Revelation 3. When you go into Revelation 3, it speaks of, is it Revelation 3 or what? It speaks of the, you know, the Philadelphia city of brotherly love, man. So I had a little understanding about that, so I like to share with the brothers and the sisters in the community. Because, you know, love is a very important thing, man.
Revelations 2.
Oh, let me check. Hold on. Revelation. Brotherly love, man. The elephant in the room. It's an accurate. Yeah, Revelation 3 and 7. You know, but you're gonna read it all the way to 12.
Okay, so this is message to Philadelphia. Revelations chapter 3 verse 7. And the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth,
Right.
and shutteth, and no man openeth.
Whoa.
Verse 8, I know thy works. Behold,
Yeah.
behold, I have set before thee
Right.
an open door,
Right.
and no man can shut it.
Right. So in this truth, you know, the Most High open. Obviously, that's for a particular church, the church of Philadelphia, which is a church, all right, in this captivity, and also it's also a spirit that's on many brothers, all right. So, you know, but he's saying to us in this truth, mainly that, you know, when you come in this truth, it's a door that's open, you know, it's a door that's open, and no one can shut. So when the enemy attacks you, because the Most High allows it for you to become stronger. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, read it, man.
And shutteth, and no man openeth.
Right?
Verse 8, I know thy works.
I know thy works.
Hold on. Yeah, behold, I have set before thee an open door,
Right.
and no man can shut it. For thou hast little strength,
Right?
and hast kept my word.
Right. So that the little strength is the fact that you're in this kingdom, and you know, it's very hard. You're not necessarily like you used to be. So if you were King David, you're not flowing like King David anymore. If you're Silas, you're not flowing like Silas anymore. If you're Isaiah, you're not flowing like Isaiah anymore. If you're Daniel, you're not flowing like Daniel anymore. If you're Paul, you're not flowing like Paul anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? You were brought to a lower estate, you know. But the spirit is with you, basically. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, in your trial and tribulation, just hold fast, because at the end of the day, you know, it's the Most High that allow these things, you know, based on your contractors. Remember, we all have a contract, man. And I will speak on the contract as well today, so people can understand. You know, the more clarity you have in this truth, you know, the more peace you have with yourself. You know, carry on.
Yeah. And hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Verse 9. Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
So, all these, the heathens and these, especially Esau that are oppressing us and all of that, very soon the Most High we're going, and it start from this year, man. The Most High going to start doing things that, people will see and they will understand. Everything that was spoken, will be, there will be a stem to it. The Most High will confirm everything, man. Carry on, Malachi.
Verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation,
Right.
which shall come upon all the world, to try them and dwell upon to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Right.
Verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God,
Right.
and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God and the name of the city of my God.
Right, and which he shall know no more harm. It goes back to reincarnation because, in reincarnation you have many contracts and you are doing things like, you must have sent you here and there, different things to do what you have to do in that, right? But in the kingdom, you'll be set, you'll be eternal. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like a pillar, like you decide, you'll be a judge, you'll be a reference, to the heathen. You'll be a light unto the heathen. You'll be in healing to the heathen. You'll have accomplished, your contract and your journey, your many lifetimes, your numerous lifetimes, and you will be in eternal. So this is what I will do. Remember, every time you're going through pain and difficulty, because it can be very difficult, remember that if you, finish, and you fulfill the contract, there's a huge, reward awaiting you. Yeah, carry on.
Which is in New Jerusalem.
Right, and the New Jerusalem, like we say, is in West Africa, it's in Africa, somewhere in Africa. But we say West Africa, and I will do a lesson on that when the time comes, to kind of so we can see, we can understand. And people say, why do you need to know that? Well, how can you say that you're an Israelite? And then if someone were lost and wanted to go home, and you claim that you had the light, the routes to home, it would be a shame if you don't even, if you claim that you know it, but you don't know it. If he came to say, yeah, show me that you can't show it. If he's saying you're an Israelite, you're supposed to let people know you're the light of the world, bro. You're supposed to know certain things. And the Most High, the Spirit told us that He was going to, I told us that He was going to send us the Rabbah HaKodesh for us to know certain things. So we don't know all it, but trust me, we don't know it because it's too deep. We in the kingdom won't know all things, but right now, we can know certain things like our tribes. And you're telling me that it's not important to know your tribe, but yet, when you ask a Jamaican, that's the truth. What tribe are you from? You say, I'm Benjamin. When you ask a black guy in America, where you from, you say, I'm Judah. You know what I'm saying? When you ask the guy from Haiti, that's the truth. What tribe are you from? I'm Levi out. So now it's important.
Oh yeah, help tell his shoes well.
Oh yeah?
He was believed to also.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's the spirit right there. So yes, so now when it comes to that, then it's important. But when we break down the intricacies of the whole tribe thing in Israel, they become, oh, it's not necessary. No, it's necessary. We just don't have the level to break it down. Some brothers have the level. Let them do. Everybody had a contract. Stay in your contract, and we stay in our contract. But don't say that. Don't blackball, basically, because that's blackballing. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Malachi, carry on. Yeah, man. you need to show me, then we'll jump to something.
Yeah.
So that's the New Jersey in East Africa. It's not in Arabia or that area that they say East. That's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie, bro.
Which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God.
And when he say come out of heaven, meaning that you see right now Jerusalem is shorted. West Africa is shorted. You know, it's not like it's supposed to be, because this is a rich place. It's not supposed to be. But when the time comes, the glory now will be manifested. Man. It will be glorious.
My friend told me, he was chatting, and he said Nigeria should have been like Dubai a long time ago.
Yeah. Fact.
Obviously, the rich resources we have,
Yeah.
it's true. I thought we have no light.
Yeah.
But you're telling me people you start to use solar panels, the generators, right?
Generate.
Of the rich oil, they use the oil power generators, right? But people are starting to use solar panels. The rest is hot and sunny most of the year round, isn't it?
Exactly. You use solar panel.
And he said,
Speak louder, man.
yeah, basically I had a friend, obviously I play football, and I was telling him, I was telling him, yeah man, like what's going on in Nigeria? How comes we don't have like electricity? I mean, like in the streets.
I mean,
and
you have
stuff.
electricity, but
Yeah,
it's not like like in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
It's rare that there's power outage. It's rare. But in Nigeria, places like Nigeria and Sierra Leone, it's bad, man.
So yeah, so I was telling my friend, what's going on? Like, why doesn't Nigeria have electricity? Obviously, you got a corrupt government and whatnot, but he was telling me, like, Nigeria should have been like Dubai, like, with all the resources that it has, you know? And he was saying, obviously, I know it's a bit irrelevant, but he was saying that,
It's not irrelevant.
yeah, he was saying
It's
that,
part of the teaching.
Yeah.
We're talking about brotherly love,
Yeah.
but we're going somewhere. You should
Yeah.
talk about a New Jerusalem,
Yeah.
and we're breaking it down. That's how you teach.
yeah. So he was saying that obviously people are starting to use solar panels because obviously Nigeria is it's mostly hot and sunny all year round. So it makes sense to have solar panel, right? So yeah, so like people are using obviously oil for generators so they can power the electricity in their home. But really truly, we should have had electricity in the streets for a long time.
For free, bro.
We should have been like Dubai because we probably have more resources than them. Yeah?
Actually, we have more resources than
Yeah,
them.
Nigeria most probably has more resources than Dubai. I look at Dubai, they started building more in the 70s, 80s. I look at them now. So if Nigeria probably got more resources than them, then we should surpass Dubai.
But it goes back to the curse.
Yeah, God through them. Yeah, God
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you say that, when New Jerusalem, when the Most High goes, how people, they're sitting on a very powerful land, a spiritual land, and powerful, the richest land, but they're not doing the right thing. So they're into juju, they're doing their own thing. But then when you're in West Africa, what you want to do, apart from work and that, you want to parties everywhere. Nice food, women, and normal men like us have 2 or 3 women. If you work, you can even have 2 or 3 women. You have the Wi-Fi on, you got them the offices, you got your main office, you got 2 more offices. So you got 5 offices, man. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, it's not difficult because why? Because there's a reason, but they're not, it's managed. Because Esau, Shronen, it's managed because Esau is brainwashing the people. Why? Because of the curses. And he's able, if today we push out Esau, Europe will crumble, man. And Europe is crumbling.
I saw Mali.
Mali, Burkina,
Burkina Faso,
a bit of Guinea,
the guy said that
Niger,
we're going to drive out, what was it?
the French.
Yeah, and they're going to start teaching their children in school, not French, but their language.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not relying on its own resources.
Because Jake is raising up.
Salute to Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Jake is raising up. It's
I think
happening.
it's something like that already.
Yeah, exactly. Jake is raising up, man. And that's like Ezekiel 38. Because right now, the Russians are moving in, man. The Russians are the one that are giving the power to Burkina Faso, and kicking. So there's a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so that let me know that Gog and Magog is the Russian. And we all know that they're not Esau because, the Most High, he writes the end from the beginning. So Esau is Esau from, it doesn't matter what Esau thinks he is. Esau is Esau from the get-go. It doesn't matter who think we are. We are Jacob. Even if you go to African niggas, we Jacob from the get-go. So how can now Magog and God become now Esau? You know, it don't make no sense. And also in 1884, they didn't share it with Russia. And when you look in, you read Revelation 13, the 70s, Russia is no power. So how can Russia be the Esau? But that's, huh? Yeah, it's like different countries in Europe. But yeah, that's different. That's a bracket that we close. Now, carry on. Let's carry on.
Oh, yeah.
So you read verse 12, and I want you to go now to Philadelphia, so we can get back to the meat of the lesson. You know, these are just extras that we have to bring out based on certain things that we spoke about New Jerusalem.
Which cometh down out of heaven from my God.
Right. So we will be powerful when the time comes, because we're sitting on the glory of our land, West Africa. Because it's the why? Because West Africa is the richest part of Africa. You know, starting with Congo, man. You know, carry on.
And I will write upon him my new name.
And I will write upon, meaning like, you know, my new energy. Because the name is the fame, the name is the energy. You know, the aura. So there's an aura of Yahweh that he hasn't put on us because we're in the curse. But once we get in the kingdom, that aura will be on us and the world will see, man.
What was you talking about, Congo?
No, I said Congo is the richest place. That's what Congo is the richest, man.
About my dad last week. Even, you know, I can't remember who told me, someone mentioned to me that Congo is, it's like it's the location of King Solomon's mine. That's why
Well, it could be, man.
Yeah, someone told me that obviously Congo is the location of King Solomon's mine. But it makes sense.
Yeah, it could be. Even Congo, when I started to read my Bible, when I do my research, the spirits kind of leave me in it, like, so. No, because there's a part of, it's a name, it's a biblical name that I was able to connect somehow to that area there, and then, you know, because remember, the Ark of the Covenant, they moved it from one place to another place, and I think it was there at some point, that area. So there was a brother that was with us. There was a brother that was with us in the beginning when we started with Malaka and Shana, the camp, right? I forgot his name now. Oh yeah, Hayat, which means life. He's a light-skinned brother from Congo. He said that his forefathers used to say that, you know, the Ark of Covenant at some point in that area. Congo, yeah. So yes, because that's the first place that that's Jericho, man. You know, Congo is Jericho. That's where we start. That's the first start. When we come into the land, that's the first place we go. That's why it was given to Reuben, which is the strength of, you know, the power of Jacob. So they give him that. That's why they sold that place, because that's Reuben right there. But we already spoke about that. We might come back, you know.
I was thinking about all these things yesterday.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's the spirit right there, man. All right. So can you go back to now? Philadelphia, and go into Philadelphia. Let's see what it means. Philly. You know? Let's see what it means, man.
So the outline of biblical usage for Philadelphia equals brotherly love.
Right, brotherly love, man.
So we're not just talking, man, we're backing it up.
Right, backing it up.
Backing it up with the facts.
That's it. And we always did that anyway.
Always did that.
We always
from
did
the new
that,
wiring from before then to
now.
now.
We always back it up. We're not just talking to talk.
Yeah, man, we're backing up our talk, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We show you like.
Show them.
Yeah, man, we
They
show
probably
you
know
proof
about
as
it.
well. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, if you can see it. Hold on. Hope you can see it, man. So Philadelphia means brotherly love, man.
Philadelphia, man. What have you said? Brotherly love, isn't
Brotherly
it?
love, man,
Yeah.
in quotes as
You
well.
know, it's like,
Quote,
because, you know, some churches have love, man. But we're going to define the love because, you know, you can't, you got to be careful how, you know, you say some brother don't have love and that. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. But I'll try to break it down so brother can understand what's going on. You know what I mean? But it's all love. We in the kingdom, we in captivity, so it's going to be hard for us to love each other.
What do you think about
100%. Yeah, the kingdom is man. That's the spirit right there, man. The kingdom is within, is the knowledge that you're supposed to have as an Israelite to be in tune with the spirit. There's certain knowledge. I'll give you one example. You know your guts. You know your ring. When you read the Bible in Jeremiah 17, it tells you that you say that the Most High searches your reins.
And your ring is like
Your reins is your no, he said loins. Your loins, you got a ring, which is your kidney. And then you've got your heart, which is the same thing, but your gut is connected to your brain. The second brain. So when the Bible says it searches the brain, it's so deep in that understanding. So the certain understanding you get, for example, when the Bible says the kingdom is in you, your body is a temple. The certain food, you need to know what you eat. That's why he told us don't eat certain food. Like, for example, pork give you certain bacteria that attack your system, that attack your gut. And if you attack your gut, what happens is that a lot of the time you go like it attack your feelings, your emotions. So when you got lust, hate, jealousy, envy, a lot of the time because your kidney is suffering and you're not taking care of your gut properly. So it directs your emotions, right? That's why the Bible say, be careful what you eat. So if you eat well, you'll be able to manifest the fruit of the spirit. So your body is intertwined with your spirit. That's when you say the kingdom is in you. Meaning the knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom of the kingdom is in us, even though we're in this captivity. So we don't have to wait for the kingdom to be established to manifest certain attribute, certain quality, certain aptitude of the kingdom. When he was able to heal people, that was him manifesting the kingdom within him. So there's certain things that are in us that we have to, manifest. It's in us, but we have to manifest it. But in this captivity, it's like snares all over the place that don't allow us to manifest the kingdom that we're supposed to. Right now, we're on the level of alaka. The alaka, the teaching, just teach us, but we don't manifest the teaching. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, we're not manifesting that teaching.
We're not manifesting. We're teaching at the moment. We need to manifest it, which will come in time, and this is the time.
I think how we manifest it, right, is obviously going into the line, reading the word, applying it.
Yes.
That way we can bring it to life, bring it to fruition. You know what I'm saying? That's how we can manifest.
But sometimes certain demons block it. That's why we have to fight, fast and things like that. Because when you fast, you're getting rid of the bacteria of your body.
So like you make the spirit.
Right.
But you know what? What happened? Hey, basically, New Year's, I was at my friend's house, and had obviously the porridge. And then I had different stuff on the table and snacks to eat, innit? I told him I don't eat pork. Friends died. He's asking, what do you eat pork? He said, no, it's not actually meat. They don't have sweat glands, they can't sweat out the toxins. And my friend's older brother's girlfriend, she was like, her boyfriend has many Jamaican friends. They don't eat pork too. So I was trying to break it down to my friends that why you should eat pork in it. And even I went there like the other week, and his mum, she had leftover food, the pasta, beef. But like, I thought it was pork. No, she said it was beef. But then we had a recipe in it. And in cars, the Hello Fresh. And then my friend showed me, and then he said the ingredients was pork. So I was thinking, no, bro, I can't have it. And then she came downstairs and my friend went to her mum and then she relayed to him that it was beef. So I could eat it. Okay. So that the family know that I don't eat certain things. And that's what goes back to us. That should was important.
Right, because
I slipped up, but
It connects you to the manifestation of the kingdom. So when the Muslims say don't, when these Christians talking about, they're foolish. They're vibrating on the low, but you're vibrating on a low frequency. You're not doing the same thing. That's why I don't. Me personally, when the brother came Kai, I'm very cool with them, but I'm on the level, and it's not pride. I'm on a level where, like, if you don't understand, that's spiritual. It has to do with the energy centers in your body. If your energy centers are right now the most that control your, because you got many energy centers in your body. If the one below the belt, like the gut area, is the one that control the loin, all that area is the one that control all the other one, then if I can teach you from midnight to the next midnight, you ain't gonna get. That's why brothers should not waste the time trying to, convince people. No, it's a spiritual thing. When you get to a point, boom, they will be able to get it. But some of them will not even be able to get. That's why you go fall all over the place. It all sort of, even certain sweet got gelatines in that, which is poor. So you got to understand, Esau know what he's doing. Esau is a wizard. Esau is a warlock. Esau know what he's doing. All right. So yeah. So obviously, okay. So brotherly love, right? So in the church, within the seventh church, there is an element of brotherly love. The seven churches are churches actually, but there's also spirit that some different brothers in this truth. And one of the spirit is the spirit of brotherly love. Now, sometimes you'll be like, these brothers don't have love. But I like to break it down so you can understand, because passing judgment is a very important thing. As a judge, you gotta be a skillful judge. If you keep on saying the brother don't have love, but you don't really break it down, I'm supposed to break it down. Remember, everything that you say should be accounted for. So you gotta be careful while judging the next brother, because you don't see him around you. You feel that he hasn't got love, or because you don't get to speak to him on a daily basis, you feel that he hasn't got love. No, it comes from something. Because you see, we gotta be accountable for it. When the Bible says you gotta check yourself, examine yourself to see whether you're in the faith, and then say over here, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's a real thing. You see, it's a mirror, man. When you look at something in the mirror, what do you see in the mirror? The mirror is just another lesson. When you wake up in the morning, the man in the mirror, exactly. So it's just like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? If you wake up and you see all some, dirt in your eyes, in your nose, that's for you to know that you have to clean up. It's the same thing for your spiritual mirror as well. You have to do a lot of introspection. So this is what I was saying in the beginning. Before we start, read, the Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Because once upon a time, 28 famous in it. Once upon a time, we were very dedicated to one another. But what happened? So we have to go into and understand why, a lot of these things are happening. So you can be at peace with yourself, man. Because it's not a good thing to have that resentment. Yes, some people have happened years ago, but you're still talking about it. You still have that energy. No, get rid of it, man. If the brother is not around you, because it's not meant to be around you. Doesn't he say in Proverbs 20 and 24 that man's going out of the Lord? So the Most High is the one that doing the working. So if the brother is not around you, brother is not speaking to you, that's because the Most High moving to something else. Again, you got to respect that, Read it. 54. 54 long. Oh, the chapter, isn't it? Yeah, that's come on, man. That's the chapter where about female cities.
54, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Wow, his eye shall. So you see a lot of the murders, a lot of the crime.
What's going on today? All this stuff you're bringing up,
that's the spirit.
I've been learning, like, it's come to pass.
Yeah, that's
yesterday.
The spirit. It means that to be unconnected, it means that, Because this lesson, I was tempted not to do it, but the spirit told me, no, you do that lesson.
You know what I was looking at on my phone? On my phone. When you go on Instagram and stuff. bro, that there's a lot, the murders that's been happening.
Yeah. Canal.
Over the years.
See that? That's powerful, man.
What's this talking about?
Rapper, you know.
The eye shall be,
because
and the eye shall be evil to
Yeah.
the brother.
You know what I'm saying? Because we hate one another, and it's gonna come. It's see the truth, where you know it's cliquish and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, different churches for different purposes. So that's why sometimes you don't see two different can do the work together. That's not because they hate each other, because people have different, you know, jobs and different angles in this truth and different callings and different offices and different missions. But we can say hi to one another. We can even deal with one another. Well, I'll give you one example. If I say Yahweh and you say Yahweh, it's going to be difficult in our conversation. Even if you say, okay, I'm coming, brothers, to do the work. If I start taking something, you may not agree. But just because you don't agree doesn't mean that I'm enforcing you.
We're not up.
So you're going to be like, oh, no, but you say something that I don't understand. Yeah, no, it's something I don't think. No, you don't understand it. It's not because it's not true. Because you don't understand. So now me, in my new mission, my new office, I can't even, you know, deal with certain brothers because at the end of the day, you won't understand why I say Yahweh, how because you say Yahweh. You won't understand what it's like you're saying every
If you're wise, you buckle up, you quieten down, and you understand, you try to incline and understand why the brothers say Yahweh and not Yahweh. You keep quiet and think, hold on, let me learn something. The brother might be right, or he might be wrong. Let me hear it out.
Let me hear it out, and then
Yeah,
study
hear it out.
after.
And if you study, you'll see what's wrong and what's right.
That's right, exactly. But instead of that, you'll be like, oh, you know, the brother is going off. You never prove that I'm going off. I don't
No,
think.
you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying?
You never proved that I'm going
I'm not
off.
saying no, you're not wise, but it's a wise thing to do is to hear out the brother. Let him hear, like, let him explain to you why he says certain words, certain things the way he says it. You know what I'm saying? And you might find that the brother to be right.
Right, and then also another point. You know, before I'm not even into the thing yet. Yeah? Before I get there, is just one point. When you know a brother like my Ama will say, you know, to the next brother, oh, you know, the Kahana, you know, through him I was able to gain the truth. So you know.
You remember how about bro?
Yeah, so yeah, you and Rawabana, and then.
You gotta give the brother.
Yeah, of course. Elder, I would say Elder Rawabana, because he's an Elder Rawabana, and me. You know, so it's not respect of person. It's just that when we from West Africa, I respect my elders, bro.
Yeah.
Even the Nigerian people, they you know, as rich as it is, every time you go somewhere where there's an elder, he bow down properly.
That's straight.
You gotta do that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give it. Like me, for example, Malaka Ashana. I don't care what people feel about Malaka. I can't disrespect. Although I'm older than him, but I can't disrespect. You know why? Because the Mosai used him for me to come in the truth, and I'll always give him this flower when you come to that. That's it, bro. You saw that. Does it mean now that you know I'm a respectful person? That's not what it means. So brothers need to take time with these things and have wisdom and understand what it is.
Brother.
Just because you respect someone doesn't mean that you're a follower. Doesn't mean that you follow people. We don't follow people. We follow the truth. But in following the truth, we do things in order, and one of the order is to respect the elder, and to honor and give the flower to the brother that got you in the truth. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's not even funny. It's like the brother is like a spiritual, you know. Now, the Bible says do not call anyone father. But when I say he's a spiritual father to me, it doesn't mean that he's my father. It means that he taught me a lot. Even the new one, he's the one. If it wasn't for him, if the Spirit didn't use him for me to know, and I know a lot of things today because of him. So how can I respect that? Am I now a respectful person? No. Now, there's a reason why all of that is going. Because we're not properly judging. You know, we react to certain things. You see, like I say, brothers here, they need to, a lot of us, this is what, detox is very important. Every year we need to detox. We need to detox the reins, yeah, and the gut, because it controls our emotion, you know. It control our emotion, man. A lot of, entities are in our bodies. But the Bible says that your body is the temple, is no joke. Them parasites, they act like demons,
Yeah.
They influence your mood, they influence your decision making, the way you feel about your brother. But let me get into it now.
If you ain't heard about Dr. Sabi, look into it.
Yeah, so it's just like, we gotta understand that the whole thing about, what the Bible says Daniel 12:4, I believe that marriage should increase. That's what it's talking about. Now we understand the intricacies of the temple, which is our body, and the intricacies of the connection between the spiritual and the physical. So when Paul said that, and physical exercise or whatever, profit little, you gotta understand what he's talking about. He's just saying that, look, at the end of the day, even if put the spiritual before the physical, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't take care of your body. No, because not to take care of your body actually blocks the way to the spiritual. You keep eating certain food, you calcify your pineal gland. But your pineal gland needs to be well taken care of, because you won't be able to receive, to connect yourself with the spiritual. Your hair, us having bald head in that, that's a curse, because your hair is an extension of, first of all, your nervous system, but also this hair is like, it allows you to receive certain information. That's why in olden time, all the priests, even the Egyptian priests, even the Canaanite priests, they all had locks, because a priest's locks is very significant. That's why the Most High wanted us, once he took us out of the heathen, the Egyptian, and he gives our own order, he wanted the priest to keep the locks. That's what the Nazarene vow goes back to. It's very important, the hair. That's the reason why when you read the Bible, it tells you that the Most High took Ezekiel by his locks and brought him into the spiritual realm. And that's a symbolic to say that. Because remember, your hair is on your head, and the head is the dome. The hair is the doorways through which the gospel enters. So your hair is very important. So the Nazarene, they had locks, man. So Yahweh Shai had some sort of locks.
Today is very spiritual.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai had some sort of locks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff.
Yahweh Shai had some sort of locks, man.
Yeah, must have.
You gotta understand that, because he's a wise man. That's the reason why Samson, his name is what? Like the sun, Samson. Wisdom. That's why he had the locks. That's why the Levi had a lock. They represent wisdom. Understand what's going on, instead of saying that, oh, locks is idolatry, this and that. No, you don't understand it. But it's okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's okay. It's alright. People don't understand. It's okay. But it's the truth. Yeah, because he's a product of see, the old school guys, a lot of them are part of that symbolic of what happened in the wilderness. Remember, all the people that were taken out of Egypt in the Exodus, they perished. Only the children were able to see the kingdom. Why? Because they had that Egyptian mindset. They wanted to go back to Egypt. A lot of our people are elderly. A lot of people my age, a lot of elderly, they're stuck in the ways.
I went back to Egypt. I think it's got the most high to them, so that shouldn't go there.
So, no, what happened is
back to Israel after he led our actions.
Right.
Right. Going back.
That's a symbolic right there. What happened? So I was speaking about that last time. It was symbolic to say this is how our people are made.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'll be proud to go there,
No, you can go there. Like my
bro.
son, don't go there, because you said my son. He said that he want to go Cairo. Yeah, he want to go there. He's a Levi, man. The Levi, the lot of them. So he can go. I mean, we shouldn't be ruled by faith.
No.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
As an Israelite as well, because I know the truth to an extent. It's like,
I mean, in Israel I can go back to Egypt, but because of what happened, it's like spiritual, and so it's like you gotta deal with that first. Before you gotta deal with that first. You know what I'm saying?
I'll talk to my uncle.
Yeah. So yeah, so Deuteronomy 28 and 54, it says that the brothers that was once upon a time dedicated to one another are too treacherous and unloving to one another. But why? We must understand that the lack of love among us is due to the trauma most of us have been victim of. A lot of us never grew up with both parents. A lot of us have been rejected straight out of the womb, so we have a trauma called abandonment issue. Right? Abandonment issue. A lot of brothers have abandonment issue. When you grew up without a dad or a mom, when you grew up, neglected a lot, you got abandonment issues, meaning like you are traumatized by the fact that your people, your parents left you in the first place. So when you meet people, you have a fear. And your fear is to lose them. So what people tend to do is to manipulate people around them so they can keep them. They're scared of being alone. They're scared of losing friendship. They're scared of losing relationship. A break heart is very deep. It creates more and more trauma, and it creates bitterness. So malice, because in order for you to keep people around you, you gotta use malice to keep them around you. And a lot of these gang leaders in the street, that's who they are, because a lot of them grew up in what? Care home. A lot of them didn't have daddy, single parent. So they use malice to keep people around them so they can do what they have to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then they can even kill you, if you do something wrong to them. Because they're scared, they got the trauma, they're not healed from that trauma. So a lot of brothers, you need to sit down and see what I've gone through when I was young. Because childhood trauma is a very important thing. It follows you, throughout our life. You gotta deal with it. That's why we got children, you gotta speak to them sometimes.
Even psychologists, even psychotherapy.
Yeah. Yeah. All of that, they're good, But you just need to know who you go to and how you speak to them and extend. Know that it's good to speak to people, but you shouldn't let, right, hear and things like that. A lot of these people are similar in that as well, a lot of the chicks. They're very good at hearing and smiling and that. Because we suffer as a people, man. So do some introspection and know, why am I so that some people, when you leave them, they feel that, oh, you're the enemy, you're in them. If you don't talk to them, if you don't call them, they feel some type of way. Oh, why is he not calling me? We should call one another, we should check on one another and things like that. But in some case, which go back to the contract, you and the brother contract is over with. So he's moving on to the next contract, you're moving on to the next contract. So he ain't gonna be calling you like he used to call you. He ain't gonna spend time with you like, but it's okay, you gotta learn to release people. And when you got an abandonment issue, the hardest thing to do is to release people within yourself. And that's now, when it's not dealt with properly, it creates grudges. Create this brother don't love me. We'll call other brothers, tell them, this brother he doesn't have love. Just because me and you are not on the same path anymore, doesn't mean I don't love you. Just because I don't talk to you like I used to, I don't love you, bro.
So Tupac said something like that.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Fine. Go into your mind and bring it out.
Tupac saying something that. Because we're not close together doesn't mean I don't love you.
Right.
Love you from afar.
Right.
Or you can be cool, but just don't sit around my table.
Right. Sometimes we won't sit around our table.
It's cool. I love you from afar.
If a brother tells me, look, I don't want you to sit around my table because something happened and I don't think now, brother, I love you. See, one thing about me, I'm cool with being. I don't have no issue with brother. Leave me and things like that, because sometimes you gotta be spiritual. Brother left you because it's meant for him to leave you. It's just like you got a train. Many people come off and come in, but the train keep going. You understand what I'm saying? Me and you, we contracted to do a work until we don't know when. Do you know what I'm saying? The reason why me and you are because we contracted to do the work. We represent the church. It is an assignment. But whoever is not around, because that time is gone. People don't see Malacca shining like, no, the contract is finished. He's moving to, he's moving to the next thing. And the Most High will make you move to the next thing. He has a way of doing things. We'll give you an example. You know what I'm saying? So we will bring precept, don't worry. So I say that, we must understand that the lack of love among us is due to the trauma most of us have been victim of. A lot of us never grew up with both parents. A lot of us have been rejected straight out of the womb. So we have a trauma called abandonment issues. And that weakness makes us very clingy to people we meet in life, because we are trying to fill the void, the emotional absence. Because after all, we all deserve to be loved. Read Galatians 5, start 14. We understand we all deserve to be loved. Because when you read the Bible, that's the most important commandment, which is love. But let's break it down. Because sometimes, you might blame a brother. You might say brother doesn't have love, because you got an issue. And it's your issue speaking. It's not about that I don't have love. It's you having not been healed. And I gave an example, which I'll go more into.
Okay. This is walk by the Spirit. Galatians 5, chapter 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy brother, Salakia, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I'll continue.
Yes.
First,
read from the top again.
Alright. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Daniel. Verse 15. I'm going to stop. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. Verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit. And
see, the flesh lusteth against the Spirit. So when you are out there and eating any food, you know what I'm saying? You are creating a battle between, you're not allowing the Spirit to really, because that's a temple. For the Spirit to move with ease in your body, you need to deal with your body the right way. You need to cleanse your gut. You need to cleanse your liver,
kidneys,
things like that.
Blood too.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Have iron fluoride.
Right.
It reduces the iron in your body. And when you have iron, it attracts other minerals like copper to the brain, made of copper, magnesium, zinc, all of that stuff. So yeah, man, just like the brother Allah was saying about cleansing your body, your system. Maybe try the alkaline route, man. Because try the alkaline route.
Very important, man. We in a time where we have to, and when you drink too much as well, it's not good, because now I might have to do a lesson on that briefly, but when you drink, because alcohol I think is it's alcohol or something like that. In Arab, it's alcohol or something like that. It means energy eating spirits. So when that's why alcohol is known as what? Spirit as well. Spirit.
Yeah, spirit. Yeah.
It brings you gin, bro.
Yeah. Gin spirit.
Yeah, the gin. In Arabic, gin is spirits. In Arabic, gins are demons, because they locks you in that realm, the low vibrational realm. So a man of the Lord, that's why the Nazarene vow is a symbolic of staying away from the strong drink and wine, because you want a spirit to thrive. You want a spirit to be at its 100%, not at its lowest. So a man of the Lord, you should definitely take away the alcohol, man. Don't drink too much. Because when you drink, you feel those things, and then that's why you have those emotions. You're not even healed properly, and then you want to add up the alcohol. You're gonna be messed up in your head. You know, you're gonna think people don't love you when it has nothing to do with the fact that they don't love you. They just moved on to the next thing, bro.
And apparently, when you drink alcohol, it's like when you drink, right? It's like when you're sleeping. I think some people find it hard to sleep when they drink. When they're awake, it's like the alcohol makes them be in the dream state when they're awake.
Yeah, because you're not focused on it. You're like you're woozy.
That's why you see some people they're like zombies. Like
exactly.
It just
You know, when like drinking alcohol in the morning, sometimes you can do at home. You can have the little. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can. You know, what can I say again? When you drink alcohol in the morning, when you drink alcohol in the morning, you're not just supposed to drink because your body, you know, got a mechanism, you know, that is taking place. You know, when you go to work, before you start the actual work, you got some preparation. So in the morning, your body, you wake up, you know, you break fast, meaning fasting when you're sleeping, you break the fast. You got to still let the body, you know, get together, get yourself ready for the next meal. You know what I'm saying? But if you drink alcohol while your body's doing that, you're messing up the whole process. So you're woozy because you're not. Because if the alcohol takes life, meaning like it takes away your oxygen. That's why you're woozy, because there's no oxygen in your brain. You know what I mean? So we gotta be scientists as in our own life and men of the Lord. Our people were scientists, man.
And where were like what 70% water?
Right.
And what's water made of? Oxygen.
Oxygen.
The O2, H2O, right? Is water. And what oxygen is what? O2.
So we got H2,
O,
oxygen,
hydrogen, and
oxygen,
oxygen, O2.
H2O.
Yeah, I study science, man. I love science.
Right. So what was I saying?
Let's finish it off. So this is Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye should. It's like a read from the top. This is Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit. Does that make sense? And the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right, so, you know,
Very powerful.
right, so loving,
Does that go with man's going over Lord as well?
right, so loving is deeper than just, you know, just because the brother don't speak to you, that I love you. No, it's not that. It's not like that I love you. It's just that, you know, the Most High took him somewhere. Man's going out of the Lord. The Most High took him somewhere, and then you're doing your own thing. But it doesn't mean that, you know. So you now, you're doing because you're hurt, and you haven't dealt that abandonment issue. You're going around telling the brothers that, oh, these brothers, they don't love, man. These brothers don't love. These brothers don't love. Like, you got to understand that it's not because they don't love, because they're on a different assignment. You know, and everybody in this truth, I mean, you know, I'm not supposed to be all body, because energies are so people have different energies. Some of them might come around me and they don't feel me. I'm not gonna hate you because you don't feel me. Because our energy is different, isn't it? There's different frequencies out there. So because your frequency don't, like in the family, you got 5 brothers. They got 2 brothers that are very like that, like Levi and Simeon. Brothers say they were brothers. That's why they went and killed the Hamite that, you know, had a son having sex with their sister Dinah. But they were like that, yeah.
But the body's something like us.
Yeah, they killed like the whole village because one of the guys called Sechem, I believe they were Hamite. You know, living around them. One of the guys, the son of the chief, when they had sex with Dinah. Took it when, you know, back in the day they took it. So what they say, they didn't like it, because they knew that he was going to marry her. So they said, okay, you know what? I mean, they knew that the guy was going to marry her, but he didn't want no. But they say, look, they tricked them and said, look, go and you want to get to be part of this, if you want to marry our sister, you want to circumcise. So when they circumcise them, they kill all the men are circumcised. You know when they circumcise them, they're wicked. And then when they kill them, I will send you the things.
They don't have anesthetics like today, though, right?
No, what you do like?
No, like
You peel the, you know the skin. You do something like that. Put like a.
it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you put like a wherever you put it on there like that. Yeah, you pin it down. Then you go like a very sharp thing. Oh, it's one time. It's not. It hurts obviously, but it's one time. It's like. Oh, but people were more.
It's like in your hair press.
Yeah, people were more. Well, exactly. People were way more stronger back then than now. We're weak now. People were stronger, man.
We're on some low vibration.
Low vibration.
It's only right that we rise to our
exactly.
high
potential.
Hopefully the Yahweh wills it.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming in and we get into because when the more we get closer to the kingdom, the more powerful we become, man. We become powerful even before we get like we take the power for us to take the kingdom. That's why he said, and the saints shall take the kingdom. Yeah, you take the kingdom, bro. You take it. There'll be war, there'll be a lot of things. We take it. So you ain't gonna be no joke. But before you get to that point, you gotta raise your body right. You gotta raise your spirit. You know, eat right. You know, have a clean train, have a lifestyle, clean your thought, clean your mentality, man. You know, that herd mentality. A lot of the time, you grew up in certain, the youth or whatever, and you have that herd mentality, the school mentality, 50, 45, 30, sometimes 60, and then you act like it, but you don't even know you act like it. You know what I'm saying? So we have a very, I read between the lines, man. I'm a very, so yeah, I have to teach them. Anyway, let me carry on. This truth is a mirror, and through it, we must be able to do some introspection in order to bring to the surface any trauma that's plaguing us, so deliverance can come in a real and thorough way. Failing to do so will leave us playing the blaming game, all right? Because a lot of brothers is the blaming game. Oh, he doesn't like me. Oh, no, what about you? Look at yourself and see. But maybe it's you that asking for too much. It's you that have that, abandonment issue. And now anybody that leaves you doesn't love you. Anybody that don't text you doesn't love you. No, it's not like that, man. Come on, right? So now, let me carry on. In this ministry, we were all given different contracts. I spoke about the contract last time. Based on the gift that was bestowed upon us, each one of us. Some brothers were contracted to do the work together, and some not. In some cases, two brothers are contracted for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, and after that, they go on their own journey.
6 months.
It's true, though.
6 months.
Yeah, but it's true. So, with that understanding, we will find it easier to let go of brothers when we don't see them right now. It is what it is. All right. So let's invite the alkaline water in our minds, and let rid of the acidic, toxic, mucus-friendly trauma, so we can truly understand how love operates. In Babylon, we have gotten used to the two-faced beast nature, to the point that we accept it as love. Yeah, a lot of the time it's hypocrisy, man. A lot of the time it's fake love. Just because you're a brother doesn't mean that, and that's how brother get disappointed, because you, the brother, you're thinking that he loves you, but it's all fake. But if you understand that, me and the brother, I'll keep it real. Me and the brother, yes, sometimes we can go something, we can go somewhere. We can go to an alcohol shop, or we can go do something together. We can go and drink a beer together. But we don't do that all the time.
No.
And we don't speak all the time, bro.
But we good, though.
But we're good. Because he has his life, this guy has his way. And I understand that, and I have my own way. But we understand though that we meant to be. The reason why we and him are together is for this work.
What's it been like? What?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
What?
Well, what happened? What, 2021? 2021.
One more 4 years.
Yeah, so
You sure 2021?
32. 21, I believe.
Somewhere
Somewhere
like
21, 22. I believe it, I don't know, I know you way before 22.
No, because I met you around, man.
That's 21.
That was around this time. Around like February time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Around when I bumped into that. So
that's 21. But when you met, we were still
That's
the,
what we did.
that was the time of the
What? What's up?
time of the
It was
COVID-19 and all of that. Innit?
Yeah, it was February, around February.
After the COVID-19,
March.
we met after the COVID-19. So that must
For
have
sure.
been late.
March.
Yes.
I thought it was around February, March-ish.
Oh, that would be 21. That would be definitely 21. Right now, read Matthew 16 and 18. After that, go to Matthew 26 and 34. We're going to show you certain, sometimes the Most High do certain things, man. But you got to understand it. The moving around of people in this truth,
18, yeah?
it's all biblical, it's all spiritual. So don't take it personal, man. Don't take it personal.
16 and 18.
Yeah.
This is Peter's confession of Christ. Matthew chapter 16, verse 17.
18.
Verse 18, sorry. And I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Right, so remember, when Yahweh saw Peter, he knew that was King David already. So he said, look, on you I'll build mine. Because it says that, it talks about the tabernacle of David. David is the one that will build it. That's the real church, the tabernacle of David, man. So it makes sense that Peter was called Cephas. Cephas means stone.
Oh, his name was Cephas, then Peter.
Peter was given to him.
Oh, like how
His name was Cephas.
like how Saul was turned to Paul.
Right? So, but man knew that Yahweh, I knew who he was, And he told him, this is what you're going to do. But what happened again? When you read Matthew 26 and 34, you understand the whole spiritual, how the Most High moved, man, with these precepts. Matthew 34 and Matthew 26 and 34.
This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 34. Yahweh Shai said unto him, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice.
Right.
Shall I speak on it?
That's it, man. That's like dynamic price, So 3 times you would deny me. Paul was like, no, never, man. Yahweh forbid, I will never do that. But there's a reason why that happened that way. Because remember, as men, as men, we weak. We weak. So he was weak in that way. When the pressure came, as strong as Peter was, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like, crumbled, but it was all in the spirit, because if he didn't do that, if Peter was in his element, they probably would have killed him with Yahweh Shai. But remember, when the centurion came,
that's why they scared him.
Yeah, when the centurion came, who was the one that when they came? Exactly. So Peter's about our life. Boss, you know what I mean? He was about us. He was with the smoke. He was with the smoke. But in that day, the spirit put that fear on him. That's why I say, look, Peter, I know that you're Peter. You'll be the one that will strengthen the church when I'm gone. But that day, you're gonna denounce me. The reason why you're gonna do that.
You think it was Yahweh Shai's, sorry? You think it was Yahweh Shai's predecessor? Like, the predecessor as if he's gonna be not taking Yahweh Shai's place, but he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna be representing Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like out of the pool of disciples.
Yeah, he's the top guy.
Top guy.
So, You know what I'm saying? He was going to be the top guy. Yeah,
He
so
must have been shook though. 'Cause
he was shook,
I ain't gonna
man.
say that because I don't want to be put. I don't want to.
Yeah, because there's a woman that saw him and they were like, you know, this guy is weak, like, what you talking about? I'm with him. I'm not with him. I never known him. But if he didn't do that, if he was in Peter's spirit, if he was in Peter's spirit, he would have died with the Yahushua. So he had to go away so he can live for another day to now gather the church again.
Yeah, makes sense. That's
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the time things happen to us. A drama can happen between two brothers. That's because the Mosai has planned for the next brother to go on the next mission. Just like he did with Moses. Moses had to kill that Egyptian guy because he was living too good in Egypt. Nothing could have made him leave Egypt. He took that to run for him to run away.
But the reason Moses did that is because he had the love for his people.
Yeah.
But remember, he always wanted to know who he was, where he came from. What, you know what I'm saying? So then, when he saw that Egyptian treating that the Hebrew slave bad, he said, no, that's my people. I don't like the way you're treating them. You know what? You know what I'm saying? He avenged the slave, the Hebrew slave, innit? That's why I think Moses did that. He had so much love and passion for his people. That's what made him,
of course,
react that way to the Egyptian.
But then that led into the ultimate, you know, a plan of the Most High.
He's the ultimate prophet, isn't he?
Right, definitely.
He's the ultimate prophet.
So so that was part of the plan. So
do you think Muslims think that Muhammad is greater than Moses, or did they still debate?
Muhammad?
Yeah. Do you think they?
Oh, they think that
Muhammad the top prophet or Moses?
They think that Muhammad is the top prophet. That's what they think. Which is a joke. But what can you do? We spoke about that. We spoke about that. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, you have shut out Moses.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. That was like the son of Yahweh. It's a different ball game, you know. It's a different ball game. That's why you know, to put people in the cat. It's not the same thing, like, you know. So we say that the most I can put the situation between two brothers because he want the next brother to move to the next thing. But if you don't move in the spirit, you think that you use that as a motive to hate the brother. No, man. Leave it alone. Even if the brother, you know, don't want to, because if you and the brother get back together, it will create a certain frequency that is not part of the plan. So the most I don't want you to do, just like there's a time where, we're going to read it as well, there's a time where, you know, Paul and Barnabas, you know, where they're split, man. Why? Because the most I did, he brought Mark into the picture, but Paul didn't like Mark, but he thought that Mark wasn't ready for the ministry. But Barnabas, yes. Mark disciple. So he thought that, we will read it, so you can understand. So he thought that Mark wasn't, you know what I'm saying, built for the job. Because he would run away. You know what I mean? He would run away. So Paul already knew that. But Barnabas, he had so much love.
So what, did Mark and Paul meet up?
Yeah, we're gonna read it.
I thought Paul was after them. Like after all of the accident.
They were after.
That's when Paul came on the scene.
No, Paul was after. Paul came.
So he linked up with the disciples as well.
Huh?
So he dealt with the disciples as well.
Yeah, because when you read
Paul ran on with BS, on the murder rampage, then
that was before. See the Al-Shaddai blinded him for 3 days.
So
and for the line. When you read Act 9, it tells you that Barnabas was the one that brought Paul, because Peter and them were shook over Paul. They didn't trust him. I wouldn't say shook. They didn't trust him.
Was that when Paul was going on with the man?
Yeah, but they didn't understand that anymore. But when the Spirit came on him, he was doing certain works. But Barnabas saw the transformation. So Barnabas took him with him. So when he went, the disciple was a bit hesitant when he came to. There was avoiding it. But Barnabas like, no, he got screwed up. So at some point now, they're about to do the work. So Mark is a young guy, he's a young disciple. Actually, Mark, you know, he was a young disciple, wasn't he?
Who was it? Not Timothy. Was a young disciple. He was the youngest.
Matthew wasn't the youngest.
He was the youngest then. When she were in the house.
Matthew was a younger.
There's one disciple I knew that was the youngest.
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah. So the healing of the Israelite is imperative in the circumcision. Plus, when they hate and the frustration become rebuke, it's a problem as well. Because sometimes your frustration and your hate toward a brother because you didn't heal from that trauma, and then you keep on mixing that trauma with him not being a loving brother, you can rebuke out of that. So for example, we did a new one, right? And then when we started a new one, you know, some brothers were talking about a new one. You know, we're doing certain things, we started to clap back. But now the clap back become all these hateful, or they're forgetting that they're the one that started with talking, you know, against the new one. We just clap back. Now, and I shout out, he's a bit of a, you know, he's rough around the edges in a way, like he will go hard. So you went too hard, so now it left a bad taste in certain brothers, which I understand, but you gotta acknowledge that you started. You're the one that started. Always when he came, we were talking about the Koboko. When prophets speak, they'll be like, yo, the Koboko is coming. So we didn't say nothing bad, it's the real, but brothers started to speak against the new one. We clap back, but they're forgetting that they started. We didn't start. We were minding our business until they started to talk about the new one, saying that it's, you know, demonic, you know, it's, you know, seducing spirit and this and that. We're like, no, we're not having this. We clap back, yes, we clap back a bit too hard, that's true. But you gotta let that go, man. But it doesn't mean that now that I don't have love. You gotta look in the mirror and see. That's why I broke it down. So have your introspection. See what's, you know, what part of the puzzle is missing, and make it complete, and move on to the next thing. But me, I can guarantee you that there's no hate. I'm just the mission, like I said. I'm that guy. I can't even be around brother like that because I'm the one that say Yahweh. I'm the one that say that, you know, the land is in West Africa. I'm the one that say that, you know, I say a lot of things, ain't it? And you may not agree with it. So why should we? If we talk together, we together, it's always going to be, you know, an issue because you don't agree. And you know what I'm saying? And so I have to carry on doing my thing. But I love the brothers. If I meet you, it's going to be love. It's not going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So, right. So now, I want you to read Mark 3:27.
Okay, 3:27, no? Alright. This is the 12 are chosen. Mark chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Right. So, you know, you go up to introspection again. Look at that little demon that's in you. You know, that because trauma, it creates an opening in your spirit for demon to come in. Look it up. Trauma is the source of a lot of things in it. So we got that's why the Irish eye in the ministry we're dealing with what? With the spirit. Because the spirit is very, you know, they're ruling, you know.
The spirit lusts against the flesh.
Right.
The lust. The spirit lusts against the flesh.
The spirit fight against, you know, both. It's vice versa.
Yeah, it's contrary. They're contrary.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's forever going to be fighting.
Wrestling.
So a lot of the time, when you're, you know, have a feeling, you know, towards a brother, most of the time,
Check the spirit.
you have to check the spirit. I mean, there's something, he's like a mirror on you. There's something that's in you that is manifesting that.
Or
But
something
sometimes,
that's something in you.
yeah, sometimes you think wrong. sometimes you think that brother don't love you, but he has nothing against you. It's just that you go for you and not, like me, like I say again, the new one is contrary, not contrary, but it's a bit, controversial. It's like a controversy. You know what I'm saying? It's a controversy, but people don't understand it. So a guy like me, I can't be around brothers like that. Because when what we're going to talk about? You're going to tell me like, Japheth is Esau, I'm going to break it down. You're going, nah, this guy think that, he knows that, no, so I have to protect my energy. If I see brothers, it's going to be love. I hope it's going to be love. You know what I mean? Now, I want you to read Acts 15, 36 to 31, but let me read my note. I say, we are all contracted to accomplish a mission. When the contract between brothers is done, and when they both have to move on their separate ways onto the next episode of the journey, a situation will take place, and then that will be manifested. But there should be no resentment and feeling some type of way because that happened. Read Acts, 15, 36 to 41. And after we're gonna stop it here.
Okay. This is the second missionary journey. Acts chapter 15, verse what? 36.
What did I say?
Acts 15 on what?
Yeah, start 36.
Yeah. This is Acts chapter 15, verse 36. And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord, and see how they do. Verse 37. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. Verse 38. But Paul thought not good to take him with them.
See that?
Yeah.
Now, people might say that, oh, he doesn't got love, why can he do that to the brother? It's not that, it's all spiritual, man. Let's be spiritual. Some brother cannot work with us, even here. Look, the day you see a brother with us, that means he's a different sort of brother. A brother, unless a brother that, got the water, understanding, unless they're ready to morph into, a new understanding, which is part of the gospel, it will be hard for us to have people here. It will take it will take different brothers, different sort of energy to come in. Not all energy can be with us. They're gonna drain us.
It's already proved it.
Yes.
It's never drain us, but like if you've been following us for a while now, those other brothers, some of the brothers that are with us, that are in the camp with us, where are they now? They're not with us now. So it takes a peculiar person to then come into the fold, man. Right?
Yeah, I will say Malaka Ashana, which is on the next mission, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that. But the brothers that come into the
this
camp,
brother, like, certain brothers, yes, exactly. Yeah, I know certain brothers that were around, they're not there because, the Most High creates separation.
Yeah.
When the new one came, certain brothers couldn't take it. Like, that's how it is. I'm not going to hate the brothers. I'm not going to hate, the brothers and that. I'm not into that hate. I just keep myself to myself, but I don't hate. I don't say, no, I don't like this brother. No, I don't like it. Yeah.
Verse 37. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. Verse 38. But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work. Verse 39.
When you go into Pamphylia, it means that of all tribes. Further proving that, it wasn't just a tribe, or like some will say that, or it was just the northern tribe, or just Judah, somewhere. No, it's all together. Now, a country can have more of one tribe, like in Jamaica. There'll be, for example, Yamayana, but they're also the two predominant tribes, I believe, in in Jamaica is Banayamayana and Rawaya. Benjamin and Levi, those two. But you've got Simeon there. You've got all other tribes there. You've got Reuben there as well. You've got all the tribes of all. That's what Benfidia means.
Judah as well.
Of course, Judah. That's what Benfidia means, of all tribes. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they were supposed to go in that city, it's a symbolic omen to show that, you know, everywhere you go, you will find all tribes. In America, you find all tribes, not Judah. Not just Judah, I would say. In West Africa, it's not just Judah. You go Nigerian people are, you know, Ephraim, right?
Nassau, Ephraim.
For the most part. Yeah, carry on, Malaka.
Verse 39. And the contention was so sharp between them
See that?
that they departed asunder one from the other.
Exactly. So Barnabas and you know, Paul split before the Mark. So the Most High broke Mark because he didn't want his
Contention between them.
because trade contention between them, so that they can go split the way, because the Most High, they didn't know that the Most High had something different for both of them in different places, man, different mission. That's how the Most High works.
Verse 39. And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed unto Cyprus. Verse 40. And Paul chose Silas and departed.
See that?
Being
So Silas was going to do the work with who? With Paul. It was meant for
Could
you
you be
know
Paul?
why?
Could you be Paul?
No.
Could you be
No,
Paul?
no. Because I'm not Banayamiyana. Paul is Banayamiyana. I'm a Levite.
Sometimes you know, I know.
No, man, I'm a Levite, bro. I'm a Levite of Levites. Because my father approved for that. My grandfather, the same issue I don't want to get into.
I just can't wait to the end.
Yeah, of course.
I
I
just
mean,
gotta get right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you must have faith. And most I give you things, a lot of the time brothers don't have faith. That's what they doubt. But yeah, so I want to say this here. I want to say like the reason why Silas. Look at this. Look at go to Silas. Type Silas. One and small. Let's type and let's understand what. Because I don't want people to be saying. Go to Silas. Type Silas here and go. What does it mean? Woody. What does wood go back to?
Boats.
You use
Carpentry.
wood. You use yes, but in the context of Paul, wood will be related to what? The boat. Why? Because the missions of Paul, a lot of the time was what? By a boat. That's why he had that shipwreck. He need the Silas was to travel what? You will be from travel. I mean, judging from my spiritual discernment, you will be from travel Zebulun, because Silas.
That's what Malachi was saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when he say that, and I sit down and I analyze, and I think, yo, the brother has the spirit on him, because when you sit down and meditate, it makes sense. Because if when you go to a company, if I'm gonna go into the room, if I'm gonna ride, if I'm gonna be a ministry, them hard killers, ends, manner. But who would be my who would the most I send as my reader or as my assistant or the guy with it's gonna be you, it's gonna be a guy that that's been in that element from young. He knows the energy, he knows the psychology, he knows the spirit. So he's with me so that if anything will be with me. That's how the most I move in common sense. So if I'm gonna be doing my thing, I'm gonna move with that as a Zebulonite. That is a seafarer. That is because the Zebulonite go to I forgot the thing, but when you say that the Zebulonite are not double-minded, they say that I'll put it this way. You know, so he needed someone like Silas that wouldn't he didn't even Mark. But Mark, the reason why when you go into the history, Mark was he wasn't really mature in the spirit, he would leave you. But I don't know if he left them before. So he said, no, I don't want that one. I want someone like Silas, that's strong, that's not double-minded. And if I had to go somewhere by sea, this is evident that man, that's nothing to him. He got a strong stomach. Amen. So yeah, now I want you to read
verse 40. And Paul Acts chapter 15 verse 40. And Paul chose Silas and departed being recommended by the brethren unto the grace of Yahweh. Verse 41, and he went through Syria and Cilicia, confirming the churches. Yeah.
Right. Now, when they say Syria, it talks about the Syria that's in we don't know if it's the Syrians in East Africa, or the original Syria will be East Africa, or if we're talking about that Syria that's in Europe. You know, yes. So that area there, but the thing about it, like, see, even in the New Testament, they added up certain things. You know, they added up certain things.
Syria is Galilee's there, the Mediterranean, right?
But I'm talking about the original Syrian and all those people. The original Syrian are the people around. That's East Africa. I've got a lesson on that, and I've got proof. I've got way more proof, and I found out as well that Assyria is definitely in East Africa, because he says something. There's a connection between Assyria and the Euphrates. And we prove to you that the Euphrates is the arm of the Nile, right? So when I bring out our lesson again, another lesson, when I bring out the understanding backed up with the facts, I don't know what people are going to say, man. But I see a lot of brothers know what time it is, but they can't come out and say it, seeing they're already deeming us to be false or in error. Even if they find out that's the truth, they're going to keep quiet. But yeah, it's beautiful. But so yeah, read Sirach, we're going to close on that. Sirach 37 and 19. Sirach 37 and 19.
This was right.
No, Sirach is Ecclesiasticus.
Okay.
Let me get rid of it.
7 and 19.
Yeah, 37. Ecclesiasticus 37 and 19, man.
This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and there is unprofitable to himself. Let me read it again. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and is yet unprofitable to himself.
Right, so, you know, we're going to be able to use, like I say, that's another precept for the kingdom of the
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be a teacher, or you don't do introspection. You know, you
don't use what you teach to help yourself.
Yeah, help yourself, man. You know, and remember, everything is the mirror, man. Remember, it's, a lot of the time, it's not, people are not the issue, it's you that is the issue. You know? Check yourself, and then you
Check
see.
your spirit.
Check your spirit.
Examine.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be blaming brother for something that happened in the past. Move on. You know? But yeah, so hopefully you were edified. That was the, you know, the Philadelphia, you know, how can I say that? Lesson, you know, the brotherly love. So, you know, we're going to love each other, man. But just that, as churches, we got different churches, different view, different angle at the same time. But, you know, we have no hatred in our heart for no one in the street. You know, we have no hatred. We don't feel that, you know, we are the butt of, I mean, we better than, you know, we're not on our high horses, because if I say to this brother, he's a good reader, yeah? And then you say, no, man, I don't think I'm a good reader, I'm not even that. That's an issue. That's a low self-esteem issue. Because you are who you are. Why brothers don't want us to be who we're supposed to be?
It is what it is, isn't it?
It is what I'm going to be what I'm supposed to be. If you say that I love prominence, I want to be, it's not because I love prominence. Because the reason why you say because you can see me prominence. That's why you say that. Think about it. Think about the psychology. For you to be thinking that, or you're trying to think to yourself, what do I do that make you feel that way? Can we repeat that it's a fact? Because I'm myself, you know. I'm being myself. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm being myself. You know, so if you see what you see, that's the mirror. So we don't reject it. You rejected it because you don't feel me. Like I say, it's okay. If you don't feel me, it's all right. But the truth is the truth. So we ain't gonna deny ourselves just so that we can tick the box and then we can fit in. I don't want to fit in. I've never been the guy to fit in. I've always been my own energy. You know what I'm saying? So I am who the most I say I am. I'm not gonna change to please people. If that meant that, you know, as long as I don't change, meaning like I'm say who I am, the Kahana and the Levite that I am, and the knowledge I don't have the brother is the reader, the Zebulun that he is. Alright, and he is who he goes back to. If you want us to live that to be accepted by you, we don't want that. Because I mean, you are who you are. I will accept you based on who you are. I don't want you to strip away or to read off who you are for me to accept you. No, you are who you are now, and then we can all be in harmony together. You know what I mean? So saying that, you know, because what it is to be humble at the end of the day. In the end, what to be humble is to be moving with low self-esteem. No, we already pledged with low self-esteem.
No, like being humble, obviously you know the strength you got within, but sometimes you just gotta not dumb it down, but sometimes you just have to what's humble? I don't know, humble's a characteristic you just have,
to be humble is not to be proud. To be proud is to, for example, you know, people are proud is that they don't even love the Lord. Yeah. They don't even love the Lord. That's proud. When you're proud, you have that certain energy on you. When you're humble, you follow the Lord.
That's what the Most High hates.
Exactly. When you say I hate the pride, people that go against you.
The resistance the proud.
Yeah, but knowing who you are and knowing your energy, knowing your talent, knowing your gift, and flowing in it doesn't make you a proud guy. I disagree. I beg to differ, man.
I think being humble is the opposite of being prideful. Being proud.
Being satanic. Yeah. Being the guy
that's being humble, isn't it? The opposite of pride.
Yeah, but proud is like when you're satanic, meaning you don't follow the laws. Like the true-fed people are proud. They go against the Most High. They feel like they're better than the law. I do what I want. But when you're humble, is a humble guy is not someone that, you know, let people step on him. Or someone tells you, or you know, you're great, and then you say, no, I'm not great, man. You know, I'm not great. Only you know, please, you're great. But just don't go and step on people. Yeah, I'm the best. No. You know, and also being proud of being selfish and that. We're not selfish. We just accepted who we are.
Ways, isn't it,
yeah. We just accepted who we are, man. So yeah, without hopefully you. So any brother and sister over there, be who you are, man. Okay? And don't apologize for being who you are. But it just a case of people not understanding it, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But we love you, brothers. Just on our mission. You know? Yeah, without return to the east, man.
Allah, halallah.
Allah, halallah.
Yahweh, Yahushai.
Yahweh Sha'ai.
Say again.
Yahweh.
Yeah. Allah, halallah.
Allah, halallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashama.
Shama.
Yahushai.
Sha'ai.
Barakatha.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, man. We'll see you hopefully. No, you don't. I mean, come on, man. You just rehearse and remember.